John Cena has broken the record. 9 title defenses. Cedric Alexander, however, Cedric out cold in the back. It was the Bulgarian Brute himself. Where does the Bulgarian Brute go from here? And who does he go through to continue his terror? Always a pleasure to hear from the ECW Champion himself. Who will face that man at No Way Out? Naito came in from behind with a low blow. Back to back Destinos. It will be Naito and Gargano at No Way Out. Well, Adam Cole certainly knows where his business lies, and that is with LIJ, Naito and Takahashi. He still has business with. He still wants to get his hands on. Welcome everyone to ECW. We are across the world here this evening. Florence, Italy for us, and a big main event to come our way. You speak of his name, Adam Cole knows he's here, and that's because he's in our main event of the evening. Hiromu Takahashi to go one-on-one with the ECW Champion himself, Johnny Gargano. That to come our way in the main event. And we will start things here tonight, how we start most weeks on ECW, with a great title defense to come our way once more. It is the John Cena Open Challenge here, getting us ready on ECW. It is the man who broke the record last week for the most ECW Television Championship defenses. 9 for John Cena. Tonight, there's no record to break. He already has it, but he's looking for illustrious number 10. Cena beat Tyler Bate in an absolute war last week. They both put it all out on the line in order to defeat the other. And now Cena just remains focused on who his opponent will be here this evening. He said it himself, El Paso or Timbuktu, he'll defend that title. Well, he's closer to Timbuktu tonight than he is to El Paso. John Cena, still wherever he goes, getting a positive reaction, and turns those reactions into great work in that ring, great matches week in and week out, and great challenges as well, who always step up to the plate to test Cena, and of course, above all else, to try and take that belt away from his waist and put it around their own. Who will step up to the plate here tonight? It is about time we find out who's going to try and stop Cena from getting to number 10. Well, it's a man who's at the center of some controversy here in ECW. He finds himself locked in a civil war of sorts. He is yet to choose his side on the matter. It is Zack Sabre Jr. here this evening who steps up to the challenge of John Cena. ZSJ was of course in the ring at Vengeance when the Claymore kick came down on Neville, courtesy of Drew McIntyre. Last week we learned that Zack Gibson has chosen the side of Drew McIntyre in the British Empire Civil War. Zack Sabre Jr. was outside the locker room, it seemed, when Neville was returning his tidbit towards McIntyre on the betrayal from last week, saying though that his attention is focused now on retiring Chris Jericho at No Way Out. Zack Sabre Jr. may be torn on which side he wants to take, and that may say a lot about who Zack Sabre Jr. is. Does he go with maybe where his morals lie and the man who gave him this opportunity in the first place in Neville? Or does he go where he could see some opportunity for himself and some hope for himself? That, of course, being with Drew McIntyre. Zack Sabre Jr. really the final nail, really, in this quote-unquote coffin between Civil War and a unity against Neville and an acceptance with Drew McIntyre leads the British Empire. Should be a very interesting moment whenever ZSJ does make up his mind. However, here tonight, Sabre Jr. is not focused on the British Empire, he's focused on gold. Not too far away from, of course, his home, the United Kingdom, our home. But here tonight he is focused on John Cena. He is focused on that television title. It doesn't matter where in the world they are for Sabre Jr. or for John Cena. Both men are focused on the one thing right now, the same thing. That is leaving this building as the ECW Television Champion. Can Cena make it lucky number 10 here tonight? We are about to find out. Thank you all for tuning in wherever you are in the world. ECW action promising to come your way. And of course, Johnny Champion in the building as well for our main event here. Last week we learned he'll face Naito at No Way Out for the ECW title. Tonight we learn what will happen when he faces Takahashi. Time to get us going here though. Zack Sabre Jr., John Cena, ECW Television Championship up for grabs. Bell rings and we are underway. A very pro-Cena crowd here tonight in Florence. Nice to have the opportunity to really go overseas and explore some, different cultures. I imagine that's what these wrestlers have been doing throughout the days now that ECW has been here at ECW, exploring the cultures, exploring the city, and getting themselves prepared for this match as well in front of a different crowd. But for John Cena, the same crowd wherever he goes, a very pro-Cena crowd. But every week, it's a very different wrestler. Last week, it was the high-octane, never-say-die attitude of Tyler Bate. Well, tonight, it's going to be the submission-based, limb-targeting offense from Zack Sabre Jr. Unique, innovative athletes every single week for John Cena to endure. And I've talked now over these last few weeks about the difficulties really for Cena, how defending his title week in and week out may well cause damage to his body, he may well be easier to beat in that ring. Well, if he is damaged, if he isn't at 100%, the last person you want to be taking on is a submission specialist like Zack Sabre Jr. is, who can bend your body in ways that you didn't think your body could bend, and ways you definitely don't want your body to bend either. Zack Sabre Jr. sees his target as the big legs of John Cena, looking to take them out here. Tried to go a little bit more innovative for Sabre Jr. Tried to go to the top rope, nothing happening there. And Cena able to come in with a face buster there on ZSJ. Cover is made. Let's see what'll happen here. Sabre Jr. does indeed kick out early. Cena putting a lot of effort into that clothesline there. Zack Sabre Jr. moves out of the way and brings him down there, not trying to use strength, just trying to use simple and effective moves to wear down Cena here and try and look for a simplistic victory for that ECW television title. Drop toe hold now by Sabre Jr. Front face lock, always dangerous what Sabre Jr. can come up with in these holds. And look out here, cross arm bar locked in, wearing down Cena. The biceps of Cena could be in pain, the elbows, the wrists, we simply don't know. You've got to imagine Cena isn't going to be at the same level that he was at, say, SummerSlam when he defeated Corin to retain that television title. But Sabre Jr. doesn't care about that. All he cares about is trying to make Cena tap out. Muta lock applied here. Hasn't got it underneath the jaw of Cena, but instead wrenching his neck at an incredibly awkward angle. Sabre Jr. with it locked in tight, but Cena's power advantage able to get him out of that hold. Up to a vertical basis now, both men go. Cena undershot there with that punch, and Sabre Jr. takes advantage with a heavy knee in the ribs. Gives Sabre Jr. an opening, and he will make the most of it, targeting the arm here. And again, goes after the back. Nice backbreaker. Russian leg sweep follows up as well. Zack Sabre Jr. breaking out all the stops here to try and tap out Cena. Chin lock here, knee dug in the small of the back as well. Just trying to wear him down. But Cena doesn't go down that easily. Russian leg sweep of Cena's own here as the champ fires back now. Can Cena capitalize in this moment? Well. Speak of this moment, I knew he was here tonight. He's in action. Up next, Neville, watching on closely at Zack Sabre Jr. He'll be realizing that he can't come out by the side of Sabre Jr. until he's made his mind up. But he is watching very close. It was Sabre Jr. watching last week. It's Neville watching tonight. The cycle turning itself around between these two men. Right now, though, Sabre Jr. just doing all that he can to beat down the body of John Cena, targeting the arms, and then double knees into the back there. ZSJ putting the hurt on John Cena. Hard smack in the face. Look at these kicks here by Sabre Jr. now. The striking game of Sabre Jr., which you have to say he picked up on from Drew McIntyre, playing to an advantage. Cena sent over the top rope by that heavy knee. And Sabre Jr. just staying in the ring right now. Doesn't seem as if he's all that interested in going outside into what may be uncharted waters for Zack Sabre Jr. Instead, he brings Cena right back in the ring. Cena may have had the chance to recover, but it may not have been enough time. Another Muta lock applied here by Sabre Jr. Could he make John Cena tap out on this moment? Could there be a new ECW Television Champion on their way? Cena again breaks the hold, this time earlier than the last. The strength of Cena just cannot be recorded. It cannot be, it can't be spoken about in so many ways. It can only be illustrated. Cena coming in with quick shots there, but Sabre Jr. able to withstand them and comes in with quick kicks of his own. Sabre Jr. have to break out the striking game now. Oh, heavy knee in the face there by Sabre Jr. And a big knee right in the ribs again. Jawbreaker follows up Cena off his feet once more. And Zack Sabre Jr. could be smelling that television title. He could be getting one hand on the crown with all the work he's done on the legs. Maybe, just maybe, orienteering with Napalm Death could be enough to finish this contest off and gift Zack Sabre Jr. the ECW television title. Corner punches now, raining in over and over again by Sabre Jr. on Cena. Cena finally pushes his way out. And a shoulder charge takes Sabre Jr. down. Huge opening there for Cena. Can he make the most of it? Look out, pushes Sabre Jr. away. Springboard stunner from Cena. Bringing Sabre Jr. to his feet now. Cena getting fired up here. And here we go. Shoulder charge. Once Cena gets started, you might not be able to stop him. Spinner back suplex. Middle of the ring. You know what's incoming. And even then, Sabre Jr. can't find the wherewithal in him to deny it. 5-knuckle shuffle from Cena. One move left to go here. No, Sabre Jr. denies it. Denies any opening for the attitude adjustment. Great counter. Sends Cena over the top rope, and now a neck breaker for the second rope there. Rope hung neck breaker, and even worse landing for Cena's already damaged body. Sabre Jr. brings him into the middle of the ring. He sees the chance. Orienteering with Napalm Death has been applied. It has been locked in tight. Is Cena gonna tap you? Is he gonna tap at 9 title defenses? Is Sabre Jr. gonna bring gold to the British Empire? He is yanking on it. But Cena somehow slips his way free. Somehow the champion able to survive. Any other man may well have tapped out there, but Cena is unlike so many other men. Dodges the corner of Zaguri, sees the chance, attitude adjustment. Cena gets the opening and retains. That tells you a lot about Cena though. Cusp of defeat, wasn't looking for a big finish, wasn't looking for a flurry to put the match away, just wanted to put the match away, and he did. Attitude adjustment connects. Sabre Jr. put up an incredible fight. And if Cena's body wasn't hurting before, it's definitely hurting now. But he makes it to double digits. 10 title defenses. Does Cena set his sights on a new record now on ECW? Does he go for 18 held by Seth Rollins? Is it possible for Cena to get that far? Well, what we know tonight, here in Florence, Cena makes it to 10. Well, certainly a hard opener for us to enjoy here in Florence, and the action keeps on going. I said he'd be in action at next, and here he is. It is the... Well, actually, I don't know where he lies in the British Empire anymore, but what I do know is that I think he's still in it. Or at least, he is a part of one side of it as the Civil War continues on. Last week, Neville got quite a stab in the heart, to be fair, after a stab in the back by Drew McIntyre. He got another knife dug into him, courtesy of Zach Gibson, who came out with Drew McIntyre last week, and that tells you that Zack Sabre Jr. still hasn't made his mind up. Yes, he may have just lost that contest before, but even then, he still won't make himself out here with Neville. Sabre Jr. just going to the back instead. Neville out here alone. So does that show that Neville stands alone? Does that show that the quote-unquote leader of the British Empire is indeed no longer deserving, no longer earning that as his accolade? It may well help to prove that point. What Neville's going to look to prove, though, in this matchup right now is that he can still control what goes on in that ring as he takes on Lince Dorado here and comes out of the gate swinging with a double axe hand up. Dorado is in trouble here. This is the first time we've seen Neville in ring action since what transpired at Vengeance. And let's be real here, though. Let's not gloss over it. What happened to Vengeance, a lot of it was down to the fault of Neville for being too overzealous in the ring, for trying too much in the ring, and refusing to get the help from Drew McIntyre, who throughout that match, time and time again, was pleading for a tag into that contest. And I was at ringside and I was saying, make that tag, get McIntyre in. You might stand a chance of winning then, but Neville just was having none of it. And that was what, in many ways, that was one of many pauses that led to the Claymore kick from Drew McIntyre on Neville after the tag match was done. Sabre Jr. tried to negotiate, tried to break things up, but it wasn't happening. Instead, McIntyre broke up his partnership with Neville in the British Empire. Look out. Oh, Dorado looked to fly there and Neville just plucked him out of the air and into the turnbuckle. And Neville comes in with a basement drop kick after it. Dorado in huge trouble. Neville with nothing but anger and hostility to show in this matchup. And as he looks now to put this matchup away, it is time to finish. Here we go. The rings are sat and locked in, and just like that, it is over. Whatever might be ongoing in the British Empire Civil War, it didn't change what happened in the ring here tonight. And that is Neville victorious. One day we'll get our answer to what's going on in the British Empire. One day maybe we'll have this settled as to who leads this group, as to who bucks the trend, as to who will continue to reign control over the Empire, be it Neville or that man right there. Uh-oh. Neville, you might want to turn around. Jericho in code breaker. McIntyre looking out for Neville, who needs eyes in the back of his head. Well, that tells the tale for the British Empire here this evening. Zack Sabre Jr. still on the fence, and Neville getting a code breaker drilled into him courtesy of Chris Jericho. But as for right now, it is time for our tag team matchup here. The Revival against the Clockwork Project. Yeah, he's back. He's here tonight. He's not in ring action. He's still on strike, but that doesn't mean that he won't bloody go away and just stay away for a period of time. No. Corin's here this evening as well. Last time we saw the Clockwork Project, it was far from niceties being expressed by Corin towards Sami Callihan, saying that if he's going to fight this conspiracy, he's going to have to fight it well. And he shoved his head into the ring pole. Whether or not that has made an impact to the Clockwork Project, we're going to be finding out here tonight, I would imagine, as they go up against the Revival with the door wide open for who can be next towards those ECW Tag Team titles held by the DCC. Look at this sycophant. He hasn't wrestled in 2 months and he's still acting like he is a gift to ECW. I've never known such cancer to be so joyous of their role. Trevor Lee and Sami Callihan behind him. So it seems as if Callihan took the message in its stead and has moved on from there. And it's time to see what'll happen here. Meanwhile, he goes front and center towards the ring as if he's the one about to compete in this match. We know that's not the case. Right now, though, Corin entering the ring. I wonder, has he been leading? Has he been dictating what the game plan is heading into this contest for the Clockwork Project? Is Sami Callihan going to be able to pull his weight this time around? Is he going to be able to turn things around from last time out in a pretty disappointing performance, shall we say, from the Clockwork Project against the British Empire? We are going to find out right here. Right now, it's going to be Scott Dawson starting things off with Sami Callihan. Callihan reverting back to an older look from a little bit ago. Usually we've seen him in the recent memory wearing that kind of suit jacket, I guess the best way. I don't really know exactly what it was, but it definitely wasn't as brightly colored as this is. Callihan coming out of the gate here with a hell of a lot of offense. A lot of strikes being broken out here by Callihan, draping Scott Dawson over the top rope and coming in with a knee slide there, taking Dawson off his feet. Rough start there for Sami Callihan, as he looks to prove out of the gate that he has learnt the lesson from that prick on the outside. Trevor Lee tagged in now. Assisted crossbody as he comes down on Dawson. Now it's Trevor Lee's turn to go to work here. What can he do in this moment? Counter made there by Scott Dawson. Look at these series of lefts there. And a quick right comes in after by Dawson. Truly following up to their motto, no flips, just fists. Shin breaker there by Dawson as well, as he lobs Trevor Lee into the turnbuckle now. Not once, but twice. This time Lee stays in position and the tag is made. In comes Dash Wilder here, and the Revival looking to use their expert tag team offense in order to turn things around in this contest. Cover is made on Trevor Lee here. No hook at the leg. Early count as well in this tag team contest perhaps, and it only garners a 1 count. Here we go. Dragon screw leg whip now by Dash Wilder. Sami Callihan already so eager to get back in the ring here, but it's the Revival who is dictating the pace here and controlling what goes on between those ropes. Dash Wilder tags out to Scott Dawson, and a great double team move in from the Revival. Cover is made, and look at that. Callihan straight to the save. Not even second guessing it, going straight to the aid of his tag team partner. And breaking up the cover there. Trevor Lee finally getting some offense in there. And a flurry of quick strikes takes Scott Dawson off his feet. And Corin has slid a steel chair into this ring. Hopefully, there'll be no opportune moment for the Clockwork Project to use it, or the referee can get it out of the ring. as quick as possible. Super kick. Didn't even take Scott Dawson off his feet, though. And last time it was Sami Callihan who wasn't impressing in the eyes of Corin. Well, so far in my eyes, and I hope this is the only thing I share in common with that man, Trevor Lee isn't impressing. He is getting beat down by the Revival here, especially shining through even brighter after that incredibly hot start from Sami Callihan. Another cover is made, and again, Callihan coming into the 8 there at all. Huge German suplex for Callihan, rescuing his tag team partner and eating a massive German suplex. Courtesy of Scott Dawson. Look out now. Dash Wilder. Spill to the outside. Trevor Lee takes a look. And incoming! Suicide dive from Trevor Lee. Down on Dash Wilder. And quickly back in the ring we go as well. Looking to make that tag in to Sami Callihan. The tag will be made. The opening is finally there. Big knee in the gut and swings him in to a heavy knee right in the face. Big boot follows up as well. Callihan really able to put the pieces together the moment he gets in that ring. Look out, double underhook, DDT. Hook of the leg here as he put away Dash Wilder. Is a victory for the Clockwork Project. Not quite kick at it too. Saw there the back of Corin as he watched on as the cover was made on Trevor Lee. Didn't really have a reaction to it from his body. His facial expression, there may well have been something, but we didn't have the camera to see it. Corin showing his back to everyone as opposed to his face, which is quite the surprise considering how much he loves to get that face of his in the spotlight. Just striking this conspiracy of his. I have no idea what he's looking for, and he's not going to find anything either. This man in over his head thinking there'd be a conspiracy against him. I mean, not being liked is not a conspiracy, and what happened at SummerSlam certainly wasn't a conspiracy either. You lost to John Cena. Suck it up. And he cannot take losses well, can Corin. After he lost to Beatty, ruined the main event of Survivor Series. After he lost to Okada, he tried to run roughshod through ECW. After he lost to Cena, he took out Kofi Kingston. Then he loses to him again at SummerSlam and pleads a conspiracy and refuses to wrestle. For all the talk this guy has, he has to be the sorest loser I've ever laid my eyes on. Meanwhile, in the ring, Sami Callihan really has turned around his fortunes from last time out because he is putting the hurt here onto Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder as well. Wilder trying to get back in this match, but Dawson just in big trouble and about to be dumped down. Full Nelson facebuster there. What's going to happen now? What are we going to see here? Oh no, it's Callihan looking for the final move, looking and getting the cranial contusion, my God! Double underhook pile driver, a move that would probably bring a smile to the sick face of Corin. Callihan will hook the leg, and from here on out, it's academic. Sami Callihan makes up for his previous performance. Victory for the Clockwork Project here in Italy. And Corin hitting the ring right away as Callihan celebrates the ring. Oh! Right hand to Trevor Lee. Oh no. It's Lee's turn. It's Lee's turn to feel the wrath of Corin. Wait a minute. No, it's not. It's not going to be... Oh no. Oh no. He's got his hands on Dash Wilder. Wilder was just about to look out for his tag team partner, and instead, Corin's turned his attention on him. Not this way. Oh, good God. Oh, my goodness. Powerbomb on the barricade. Clock strikes 12 on the outside. What point does this prove? You sick, sick bastard. still an incredibly sour taste in my mouth, ladies and gentlemen, for what we saw there. Absolutely horrific. He may be on a strike, but he's still as evil and still as heinously minded as ever. Oh, he makes my skin crawl. Nevertheless, we're moving on to our next contest here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mustafa Ali to go one-on-one with Austin Aries here this evening. Man, I hope Dash Wilder is okay. Looking out for his tag team partner there, making sure that he was able to stand and get out the arena. And then he's just all of a sudden a victim of circumstance by Corin, grabbed by the back of the head and thrown to the floor before everything we saw took place. Ali, though, ready to go here against Austin Aries. Steps out to the outside. Oh! A monster! Saw him in his sights! Braun Strowman just came charging in on Mustafa Ali! The monster among men clearly hasn't taken last week's loss all that well. Strowman, for no reason at all, going after Ali here, throwing him into the barricade. Strowman, this isn't the man you should go after. Good God! Just throwing Mustafa Ali through the barricade. That low blow clearly unleashed the monster among men. Well, we shared it earlier on in the evening, ladies and gentlemen, but next week that match has been made official. Drew McIntyre will face Chris Jericho. The winner gets to pick the stipulation for the match between Chris Jericho and Neville at Jericho's farewell match at No Way Out. But right now it is time for our main event of the evening here in Italy. It is time for the Time Bomb to try and help out his fellow Ingobernable. It is time for Hiromu Takahashi to go one-on-one against Johnny Gargano. And of course, Naito returning the favor for last week in the corner of Takahashi here tonight. It's a big main event, and doubly so, a big opportunity for Takahashi as well to stand by the side of Naito once more and to try and help him out as well as he gears up for that contest, which isn't that far away in all fairness, against Johnny Gargano for the ECW Championship. We saw it last week. It was Takahashi who was essentially responsible for why Naito is the number one contender, distracting the referee, distracting Strowman, and that low blow came in from behind, double Destinos, and it was academic from there. It has been 2 months since the events of SummerSlam, and still, all over the world we can now say, spreading continents, Johnny Gargano, a hero among men. We heard from Gargano last week. He wished good luck to both Strowman and Naito. I wonder if that good luck that came from the mouth of Johnny Gargano, he wishes he never said after what we witnessed last week. Is there a worry in Johnny Gargano's mind that the same fate could befall him here tonight? That Naito could distract the referee, could distract Gargano, and a low blow could come the way of Johnny Champion. The deck could well be stacked against Johnny Gargano here tonight, but let's be honest, That's the way that he likes it. And no matter what the case may be, this crowd supports him. Everyone supports him wherever we go. Our main event of the evening underway here. Huge opportunity for Hiromu Takahashi, as Naito watches on early on here. Call number tie-up between two men. Gargano got in a quick arm drag there. That was the thud you hear to the ring mat. Now we go to our call number tie-up here. It is the arm there that Takahashi had temporarily. Now a side headlock by Johnny Gargano. Gargano, of course, we saw his new move, debuted at Vengeance. Titled it last week, the Goat Slayer. Of course, harkening back to that truly once-in-a-lifetime victory at SummerSlam over Seth Rollins. Had a text from Rollins during the week about that move as well. He says he finds the humor in it. He does find it quite funny. And he wishes Gargano once again all the success with being ECW Champion. But much in the same way as it has been since SummerSlam, it's not about Seth Rollins anymore. It is about Johnny Gargano. He's got through the Viper Randy Orton, and he looked to get through Hiromu Takahashi tonight at Tetsuya Naito at No Way Out. Right now, though, Takahashi trying to do his best here against Gargano. Takahashi's had quite the 2019 as well. Started it by reclaiming the Cruiserweight title, then made the move up to Heavyweight, competed in the Money in the Bank ladder match before withstanding a minor injury, and now looking to close out the year with a huge reunion with Tetsuya Naito, and maybe more parties to come that way as well. As he hits Code Red there on Gargano for a 1 count, I believe it was. Too early in the contest to try and put him away. But Takahashi doing what is necessary here, just trying to drag really a long match out of Johnny Gargano. We know Gargano's resilient. We saw him at SummerSlam going almost half an hour with Seth Rollins. We know he's resilient. We know he can take a beating. But the longer a match goes on, and the closer it is as well to No Way Out, the more problematic it is for Johnny Gargano. And Takahashi will do all that he can for that man who we see right there watching on from the outside in order to secure the ECW title for Tetsuya Naito. Arm being wrenched back here by Takahashi while one arm is locked underneath that knee. Then not a good move for the limbs of Johnny Gargano, but he fights on here. Good strikes to break free. Gargano now going to use his speed on Takahashi. Look out. Nice Hurricanrana. Johnny Gargano able to keep going to work here. Suplex driver from Gargano. Cover his mate here. Looking to put away Takahashi early on, but it's not going to be the case. Shoulder is up in time. And Gargano not able to finish off Takahashi just yet. Irish whip is countered though. Once again in the corner. Johnny Gargano may find himself in a spot of trouble here. Incoming satellite DDT from Takahashi. A move very much used by Tetsuya Naito as a heavy kick goes into the small of the back. Takahashi in now. Suplex attempt incoming. Tried to hold him in the air. Gargano wiggles free and incoming. Back suplex takes Takahashi down. I am waiting almost for Naito to get involved. But I wonder, do Naito and maybe Takahashi, do they have eyes in the back of their head in this moment? Are they looking over their shoulders, not only at Adam Cole, but maybe Braun Strowman as well? Credit where it's due to our ringside crew for putting together the barricade so quickly after hearing from Aleister Black and that quick announcement as well. Incredible work there to piece together a new piece of barricade. Thank God we bring spears everywhere, but clearly Braun Strowman with a point to prove. And I wonder if he could rear his head here this evening. Adam Cole is certainly looking to do just that as well, but no sight of Adam Cole so far. Takahashi, springboard leg drop back in the ring, clear at the top rope there. Fantastic move from the two-time Cruiserweight Champion. Takahashi in now. Look out. Powerbomb stacks him up as well after it. Huge powerbomb. Big cover right in front of Naito. Gargano kicks out at 2. Just seeing all of Naito's reactions to what's going on in the ring really illustrates Naito's kind of vibe really, where his head is at heading into that title match. It's still quite a ways to go. We've still got 2 more episodes of ECW after this one before No Way Out and that ECW title matchup. But Takahashi doing all that is necessary to make sure that he can put the hurt on Johnny Gargano here. Top rope he goes. Looks for another leg drop after the three amigos. But Gargano moved out of the way from behind. Back suplex incoming. No! Takahashi moves himself out of the way. Reverse DDT takes Gargano off his feet now. Great back and forth counters from both men there, but it's the time bomb who gets the advantage of the two. Poison Rana! And a chin lock is applied. Now on Gargano, looking to wear him down here. Gargano fights his way out nicely there, however. Good forearms in the and shots coming in after. Denied there by Takahashi, however. Wheelbarrow. Bulldog! There's the speed. Incoming from Takahashi there. The Gargano, who is a quick man in his own right, simply didn't have the counter for. Takahashi now taking Gargano to the ropes. What are we going to see here from the time bomb? Something we saw earlier on from Gargano. Tit for tat as they slide through the legs and come down with a Hurricanrana. Naito applauding what he's seeing here. And I wonder, as he's looking around, is he looking around to look at the crowd, or is he looking around to keep an eye out maybe for Strowman or Adam Cole? Now, these two men haven't been back together for all that long, but already they've got two pretty prolific targets on ECW to be wary of. Look at this now. Takahashi using his strength to slam Gargano on the announce table. Really bulking up since his move to the heavyweight division and showing it here. Manhandling the ECW champion right now. Not once but twice on the announce table. Then on the apron and back in the ring. That's going to do damage to the body of Johnny Gargano, which is exactly what Takahashi needs to do. Crucifix, has he finished off the job here? Cover is made, kick out. Not quite job done for Takahashi here this evening, but he's staying focused. And look at this now, right in front of Naito. D is locked in. Gargano, you can see the pain on his face as Naito cheers it on. Naito couldn't ask for a better view, as we may well see Johnny Gargano tap out here to Takahashi. Is this going to be a huge momentum boost for LIJ? God, Gargano, is he fading in that triangle choke? No, he's surviving, he's fighting, and he's escaping. Fantastic from Gargano. Don't know how he does it, but he always finds a way, and he comes back right away as well. Look out, Lawn darted. Lawn darted right into that second turnbuckle. Gargano looking to make Takahashi pay. Looking to prove his point to Naito. Naito may well have wished that was the end, but it wasn't quite. Springboard DDT, oh my God. Spiked him on the top of his head, on the apron, on the LED board. There's no nice landing in that one. Johnny Gargano might look to put this all away. Hang on. Naito, quick as I can, hopping up on the apron. He's trying to replicate it, but someone's going to put a stop to that. Adam Cole's here. Cole charging, and Naito charging out of here. Hopping the barricade and walking out. He wants nothing to do with Adam Cole. Cole walking away. Naito walking further away from the ring. Meanwhile in the ring, super kick from Gargano. Cole's job is done. Naito ain't gonna rear his head once again, and that'll allow Gargano to put this match away. Knee in the gut, and the Goat Slayer will connect. Gargano hooks the leg. Johnny Gargano wins it. Adam Cole with the assist. Naito sent packing, whether he wanted to or not. And Johnny Champion with the win here in Florence. Naito tried to get his hands involved. He tried to do exactly the same as Takahashi last week. And though Naito may look on from afar, in the ring, it's Johnny Gargano who stands tall. Will this be the case at No Way Out? Will Gargano reign true once again?